Woman said she was shot 10 times by her ex. She was shot 10 times by her ex and he rode around in the car with her. That's deep. While she was begging for help, he rode around for hours. Let's check this out.
A woman who survived being shot 10 times has a warning now for other women tonight.
Her ex-boyfriend kidnapped her, shot her, then drove her through multiple counties. And now she hopes she can inspire women to leave abusive relationships. Channel 2's Audrey Washington is live at DeKalb County Police Headquarters in Tucker tonight. And Audrey, this survivor told you the ordeal went on for hours.
Right, she told me her ex-boyfriend drove her around for hours while she sat in the passenger seat of her car, bleeding out from 10 gunshot wounds.
I'm sorry.
Shemay Pitt did not think she would survive it.
Right here, I have a bullet wound.
She says on November 2nd, in a fit of rage, her ex-boyfriend Joshua Woodruff shot her 10 times.
I see the inside of me on the outside.
Pitt tells me she agreed to meet with her ex to talk. She says that conversation turned violent and there was a struggle inside of her car.
He steps back, he steps forward, and he starts shooting me. My ears are ringing, but I come into realization that he's shooting at me.
Pitt says Woodruff then drove her from Snapfinger Road in DeKalb County to Douglasville. At one point, she says she heard Woodruff make 2 phone calls.
Basically asked them what to do with my body. I'm scared. I asked him, can I just write a letter to my son?
Pitt says Woodruff eventually abandoned her at a hospital while paramedics rushed her to another hospital in critical condition. Security detained Woodruff. Police charged the 25-year-old with aggravated assault and false imprisonment. Pitt's mother says she wants the charges upgraded.
He needs to be charged for bringing over county lines. He needs to be federally charged for having an automatic switch, which is a federal offense.
A few days ago, the Fulton County DA said Atlanta is under a domestic violence epidemic with nearly 1,000 felony cases pending. Pitt says she hopes more people in an abusive relationship will get out before it's too late.
You see that red flag, run away.
And Woodruff is due in court tomorrow. As for Pitt's hospital bills, they are extensive. Her friends and family, they are holding a fundraiser for her on December 2nd. There's also a GoFundMe page to help with some of those expenses. Though that link to the GoFundMe page can be found on our website. That's WSBTV.com.
Hey, man. Listen. You got to pay attention to the signs. Straight up. You got to pay attention to the signs, man. Somebody's showing you, that they don't have any self-control. You better pay attention. Because I'm sure she's seen signs from this individual at one point. And then she said that he wanted to meet up and talk. Ain't nothing to talk about. Ain't nothing to talk about. When it gets to the point where, your relationship turns violent, let it go. Yeah. And it's billions of people in the world. Don't get caught up in one individual if they're not right for you. Ain't no talking it out. Ain't no working it out. If it ain't right, it ain't right. There's some situations in life that you might get with somebody and they're just toxic. It ain't nothing you can do. Nothing can fix it. Not enough conversation, time, working anything out. And it's okay for you to start over. Some people are scared to start over. They fall in love and they don't want to try nothing else. You can't save situations with everybody. And the dude looked like, he really didn't have nothing. He looked like one of them individuals. She looked like a pretty girl. And he looked like he got some issues in life. That's wild that the individual would take it to that point where he wanted to shoot her 10 times and ride around with her in the car begging for her life. Luckily, she survived, because it could have been worse. I hope like situations like this be a lesson for some people, man. It's some foul individuals. If a guy is saying that he'll harm you to that extent, believe that nigga. Believe him. If he's saying he'll take your life, believe him. I don't care how much you think you know him, y'all been through this, that, and the third, because it could be that one moment that he snaps and didn't really take it there. Because obviously it looked like he wanted to take her out of here, to shoot her 10 times. I guess he felt like he ain't had nothing to live for. And I definitely agree that those charges should be upgraded. There's no way that he should, just have aggravated assault. Man, he shot that girl 10 times. Should be something more like attempt murder. Like, hold up. You wasn't just trying to assault her. Hold up, man. Yeah, that was corny. There's a lot of them corny dudes out there, man, that want to pull the strap on a woman. Like, hold up, bro. You pulled your strap on a woman, bro. Like, damn. What was you expecting? Like, yeah. Pay attention, man. Be mindful. Everybody ain't for you. It's okay, to move on. Yeah, that meet up and talk, nah. I'ma holler at you another time. I'm sure that they probably had some beef right before that. It was heated. Conversation probably went left. And he like, let's meet up and talk. Probably was talking nice to her. Nah. And she probably had, some instincts to herself saying, yeah, he on some BS. But her heart probably was like, let me go sit down and talk with him and see if we can get through this. Man, pay attention. You see how Wack be flipping out with R&B and other people? Those type of individuals, they can't be trusted. All of that extra stuff, you don't know what they're going to do. I'm sure she thought, maybe let me talk to him and it's going to calm him down. And in his mind, he got the strap on him. A lot of these jokers, they turn into He-Man when they get the strap. They turn into a whole nother individual. They feel like, they unstoppable. But now, he in a situation, and I hope that, it's bad for him. Especially with that. He wasn't defending himself. It wasn't about no money. You wanted to harm the girl, and you went to that extent. That was different. Shot her 10 times and then ride around with her. It's like them type of dudes probably never even confront a guy in that manner. They would never even confront a guy. He want to go at her. Made him feel, like he had some power and authority over her. I don't think nothing should get you to that point where you want to pull a strap out and shoot a woman. Nothing. Fellas, it's a lot of women in the world. Ladies, it's a lot of men in the world. It's a lot of people in this world. For real. To get that crazy over one person, it's insane. It's insane, man. Our minds definitely, can go somewhere else in life. It really like takes us somewhere else in certain situations. But some of these guys, man, they really need some help, you know, and obviously he was dealing with some other issues. She probably was the prettiest girl that he's ever had, being real. She probably was the prettiest girl he ever had. She wasn't feeling him no more because of his abusive ways, and she couldn't, you know, deal with him no longer, and he couldn't take it. Yeah, that keep going back and forth. People got to understand that shit don't work. You know, we all got to understand that it's okay for a relationship to end. It is okay. We all got to understand that. Somebody ain't right for you, they ain't right for you. You know, let it go. And, you know, at this point, I know she wished she didn't go meet up with that guy. For real, for real. I know she wished she didn't go meet up with that guy. Crazy. It's a lot of crazy stuff going on in this world, man. Smash that like button and hit that subscribe button and share the live. Shout out to all y'all that rock with SBGB TV.